It's been a pretty busy day today, and so we're gonna do a quick lunch. I have these Inari tofu skin wraps. Actually, it's called fried bean curd. And they're seasoned in soy sauce, it says. There's a lot of different brands, but I just picked one that had a lot in it in my local Asian market. I went to H Mart. For this recipe, I'm going to make like a standard rice mixture, and then I'm going to fill it up with different toppings. So we're gonna do some imitation crab, some egg. I have some leftover pork, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there, and then we're gonna make it all cutesy, and we're going to enjoy our lunch together. So let's go ahead and start the process. So let's start off with some rice. I just made some rice in my rice cooker. So in a bowl, I'm going to go ahead and scoop up some rice. I don't know if it's like an Asian thing or not, but every time I make rice, I make sure to fluff it up. So we mix everything from the bottom and just kind of mix it all up. I'll go ahead and put some rice in here. Love white rice, it's so good. So sometimes, depending on the kind you get, you're going to get an internal like seasoning packet for the rice, but this one didn't come with it. This one has 16 bean curd skins, which is okay for me. Here we go. So in our rice, I'm gonna put in some furikake. This is a seasoning for your rice. It has seaweed, some green onion, some sugar, and sesame seeds. So I'll put some of this in here. Don't be shy. And then we're going to add some rice vinegar. I want my rice to be really seasoned. It's going to make everything come together and taste so good. We're also going to put some salt in here and some sesame oil. Oh, let's put in some sesame oil and combine everything together, and we'll adjust the seasoning depending on what it needs. If you want to add a little bit of sweetness, you can add some sugar. I'm trying to be a little bit more health conscious and sensitive to sugar, or eliminate sugar, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this monk fruit sweetener. It's not necessary, but I think it'll make it just like extra tasty. So maybe like a teaspoon. That's good. Okay. So I'm gonna let this sit while I prepare all the other toppings. One of my toppings, I'm going to do some imitation crab meat. I have some here. Some Kewpie mayo. This is like a Japanese mayo. It's like sweeter than the normal American mayo. It's really good. And then if you want to just jazz it up a little bit, put a little bit of cream cheese in here. I'm using a less fat cream cheese and 1 tablespoon of that. And we'll go ahead and mix this up. That's just simple. I'll maybe even add a little bit of vinegar. That's good. I also want to make one that has like some egg strings on top, so I'm going to scramble 2 eggs. So I'm going to season this with a little bit of salt, a little bit of monk fruit, didn't really turn out pretty, but it's okay. It's all about the flavor, right? So I'm not going to complain about that. I bought some Masago, some ginger, the seaweed salad. This is what it looks like. They have this in Costco, but you could get a smaller pack at H Mart. I have some kimchi. This one is the Oshine brand. This is my favorite brand. If you go to H Mart, they have it there. It just tastes so clean and fresh. And it really is. If you just look at the ingredients, it's super clean. I'm going to cook some down so that I could have some as one of the panchans. I really don't need that much, so like maybe this much. A little more just because I like kimchi. I'm also going to use a scissor and we're going to just cut it down. Seriously, the scissor is such a great tool to have in the kitchen. So I'm just going to cut these small so that they could cook faster and I don't have to cut it down later. Using a scissor also allows you to not have to clean a cutting board with kimchi juice all over it. This is from the grill last week. We got some meat from the grill last week and I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. I don't want to mess up another cutting board, so I'm just going to use my scissors once again. We're going to do like pretty fine small dices. Just keep in mind that everything has to fit inside this little tiny sleeve, so you want to make things relatively small. I also have this barbecue sauce. It's a Japanese barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. I found this at Costco actually, and it's been pretty good. Think about like Waba grill or flame broiler, like that barbecue sauce that they have. It's a good one. So I'm gonna just mix it so it could add a little bit of flavor. And then let's go ahead and begin the assembling. So we'll go ahead and start with 4. It looks like I have to cut these. Okay, here's what it looks like out of the bag. Each one, it opens up like that. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna fill it up halfway with the rice. Okay, and then you also have to be gentle because you don't want it to burst. I use my hands because it's gentler. These up. I'll start off with some beef. I'll go ahead and place it in here. In here. And then let's go ahead and place some imitation crab in another one. Okay, so I have this egg. I let it cool down. I'm gonna roll it up. And I'm going to do some fine strips. So I'm going to fill one up with egg. Last one, we're going to add the kimchi. And I'm going to top some of them off with the eggs. It just makes it so much cuter. There's like little ribbons. I'm going to put it on top of this one to add some more color. I'm going to just add it to make some green top. So here's what they look like. They look scrumptious. Okay, take a look at these close up. And even just placing it on this cutting board looks so good. This looks so delicious, you guys. Take a look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright. And there you have it. Alright, let me go ahead and try out this kimchi one. It looks so good. I think I could add more rice because the one that I have is actually pretty tall, but it's all in all, it came out really good. Wow, that's so good. So here's my ratio. Even just with the rice alone, it's really good, but adding that little topping of just extra flavor definitely gives it a boost. I very encourage you to try making some of yours. And if you have other ideas of what you want to place in there, let me know in the comments. I'll give it a try. I'm gonna try one with some noodles next time. It's going to be so good.